Unless you got it out. All right, hey, it's John with Swing and Dig It Detecting. I am at a local Arizona park, and I got my Equinox 800 with me, and we're gonna go around the playground in the sand and see if we can't find anything. So I will see you at the first target. All right, we got the first target here. It looks like a 12-13. I'm gonna assume it's a bottle cap or a pull tab. Ah, looks like it's just a watch battery. All right, on to the next one. All right, I got some sort of target here. See if we might have to dig it up a little bit, so. I don't know what this is, but it is a giant piece of, I don't know what it is. It's a giant hunk of metal. On to the next one. All right, we're getting a 4 on the Equinox 800. I'm gonna guess it's just a piece of foil or something. Yep. There it is. Just a little peel off piece of foil off of a water bottle or something. On to the next one. All right, I'm getting like a 19-20 ring right here. Wow. Look what it picked up. Just a tiny, if you can see it with the sun, it's kind of hard. But it's a just a tiny piece of metal of some kind. I don't know what it is. Just a little ring. That's it. On to the next one. So I'm getting another target in that same area. All right, there it is. Got ourselves a penny. First coin of the day. On to the next one. All right, so I found this old rusty bottle cap, and this is why I know these parks aren't being hit, because this bottle cap's probably been under the ground now for a couple years. So that's why I come out to these Arizona parks, because they're just not being detected. Let's get on to the next one, see what we can find. All right, getting a pretty solid 15 right here. Oh my goodness. After all that digging, just a crumpled up piece of can. But that's what you get, right? That's part of it. On to the next one. All right, getting this pretty strong 20-22 right here. Well, there you go. Another can. This thing's been under there forever. Again, another sign that these parks just aren't dug. On to the next one. All right, we're getting another hit here, right next to the other one. Imagine I find something similar. Another can, maybe. Yeah. Somebody definitely likes Sprite. Well, there's definitely a Sprite lover here at this park who just can't seem to find trash cans. On to the next one. All right, I'm getting a 15-16 signal here. Not real strong, so it's probably kind of small and deep. I'm thinking a pull tab or a, but we'll see if we can't find it. Oh my goodness. This is like the smallest. I don't know what it is. It's like part of a staple or a nail or something. But that was the 17 that was ringing up. Oh well, on to the next one. All right, we're getting a strong 25 here. See, and it's changing, 18 now. There's multiple targets in this area. Let's get the pinpointer out. Once you got it out. There it is. A very old, rusty old nail. That's it. On to the next one. All right, we're getting a loud signal. I believe it was an 18. There we go. It's another rusty old nail. Seems to be a common theme today at this park. Hopefully we're going to find some better treasures, but we got to keep digging. On to the next one. All right, we're getting a pretty solid 21, 22 here. There it is. That's it, another junk. I don't know, maybe I should get paid to clean all the junk out of here. That was deep hole and just for a piece of junk. Oh well, let's keep looking. All right, I'm getting a 21 here. Another nail. Seems to be, maybe I'll call this, I don't know, trash park, nail park. What do you think? All right, I'm finally getting a decent 20 signal, maybe a penny. Let's see what it is. There it is. Yep. Old copper penny. There it is. That's better than nails and pop cans. So on to the next one. All right, we're getting a pretty strong 25, 26 here. Could be a dime, maybe a quarter even. Oh, there it is. Looks like another penny. Maybe there's a spill here because I was getting a couple different readings. We'll check with the detector. No, that appears to be it. Just the penny. On to the next one. Well, I didn't show the hit on this one because obviously it was junk. It was just a 4. I knew it was foil, but it's a disgusting old ketchup packet. On to the next one. In fact, I'm going to head over to the beach volleyball court and see if I can't find any jewelry that might have fallen off while playing beach volleyball. On to the next one. All right, we got a 28. Could be a quarter, I don't know. It's kind of deep though. All right, well, I'm on the volleyball court and I found what appears to be a little teddy bear with a gem on the inside. Have to take it back and take a closer look at it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It is very hot. It's over 100 degrees here and it's only about 9:30 in the morning. So I am exhausted, probably a little dehydrated. So I will catch you at the wrap up. All right, well, I am back with the wrap up video. And I'm just going to show you some of the trash that I found. I found a lot of cans, a ton of cans, and I only brought one of them home so I can just throw it in the trash. I found that nasty ketchup packet. This is that big hunk of metal I found. It almost looks like the letter G. I'm sure it's not meant to be that, but it's just a big hunk of iron. That's what I found. I found a ton of these nails. This is just
4 examples of the nails that I found, but nails all through that playground. That's kind of scary for little kids with walking around with bare feet. That's just aluminum foil off of a bottle of like chocolate milk or something. That's the battery that I found, could be out of a watch or something, I don't know. That's the old bottle cap that I found. And again, that thing's been under the sand for a long time. Again, that's how I know that these parks are not being metal detected at all, probably. Here's the pennies that I found. That's a zinc. This is a copper penny from 1974. Another zinc penny here. And then this is the little charm that I found. Let me see if I can't zoom in a little better so it's a little clearer. But that's the little teddy bear charm that I found. It is worthless. It's not silver. It's not anything of any value, but it's kind of cute. It's got the little teddy bear and holding the little heart. So pretty cool. It was a fun day, as always. Until next time, swing and dig it.